So there's two reasons you're probably wanting to know how to handle Skull Caverns. You either want iridium or you're trying to get to floor 100. The deeper you go, the easier it'll be to find iridium. Floor 10 is the earliest it has a decent chance of appearing, but it's still not likely until you get a few dozen floors lower. The easiest way is to use crystallariums to make jades and trade them on Sunday for staircases with the desert trader. Or if you don't want to wait to get all the crystallariums to be able to get all the jades, you can buy stone from Robin and make staircases that way. This is best done in the first year, since prices for stone and wood go up in year 2. But maybe you're not just wanting iridium, or you're not wanting to use just staircases. In that case, here's some tips. First, you'll need to spend some time collecting items. To maximize your chances, you'll want to get a desert warp totem. This way, you can teleport to the desert first thing instead of having to wait until 10:30 for Pam to get to the bus. It's also a good idea to bring along a farm totem. That way, if you're about to die, you can warp home and not lose your items. Second is to make sure your setup is good. Do you have good boots? What about your sword? The enemies are really tough, so make sure you have the best you can afford of both. There's also rings. Everyone likes different ring combinations, especially if you've unlocked Ginger Island and can combine rings. Just look over what rings you have and figure out what is the best combination for your playstyle. Do you want extra attack strength, defense, an easier time killing mummies? Figure out the rings that you want. The Adventurers Guild sells some rings, and you can unlock some by meeting some of the monster eradication goals that it's on the bulletin board there. And you know that slingshot you never use? Now might be the time to change that. You can use more than just stone for ammo. If you have extra ore, that will do more damage than stone, and there's explosive ammo. Explosive ammo can be useful for killing mummies and blowing up small clusters of rocks, which can help you find the ladder a lot faster. Regardless, you'll definitely want to bring a lot of explosives with you. Mega bombs are the best, but even regular and cherry bombs will be useful. You can buy all 3 bomb types from Dwarf in the Mines. If you have a high enough combat skill, you can also make them yourself. You get the ability to buy and make explosive ammo when you reach combat level 8. You can buy it for 300 at the Adventurers Guild, or you can make 5 at a time with 1 iron bar and 2 coal. Remember, finding ladders as quickly as you can is key. Mining each stone individually to find a ladder will take way too long. Thirdly, you need to bring a good selection of food. You want to bring a lot of food that's good for healing and doesn't have any buffs. Some good examples are fruit salad, glazed yams, blackberry cobbler, cheese, and roasted hazelnuts. Only one food's buff can be active at a time, so if you eat a fruits platter, which gives you a +3 attack, you wouldn't want to eat a dish of the sea later, since it would replace that attack with +3 fishing. You want to focus on getting the luck buff to start with, but if you can't, then attack or defense will work too. Some good foods with buffs I recommend are pumpkin soup, spicy eel, lucky lunch, or fried eel. There's a small exception for the buffs, and that is drinks. You can have 1 food buff and 1 drink buff. They don't overlap. So drinking ginger ale is also a good idea, as it'll give you a +1 luck bonus. If you don't have access to ginger, then coffee or triple shot espresso can be a good speed boost if you're really wanting to maximize your stuff. Now that you have everything you need, there's only one thing to wait for. You want to go to the Skull Caverns when you have the best luck in-game possible. The higher your luck, the more likely you are to find staircases and shafts. Shafts will make you lose a little bit of health, but they can send you down 3 to 15 levels at a time. So while you're waiting to go to the mines, every day, first thing, check your TV and watch the Fortune Teller channel. The happier the spirits are, the higher the luck is for that day, and so the better off you'll be at the mines. Now these last 2 tips only work in single player. If you're in multiplayer, these will not work, you will just get hurt. When you open your inventory, time is frozen. Monsters won't be able to move. If you get overwhelmed, just open it for a minute so you can get your bearings. You can also move food or your weapon into whatever slot you have equipped so you can quickly heal or fight if necessary. Time is also frozen for just a second when you eat food. You can't scroll through your hotbar during this, but you can manually click on a different slot and it will select that item immediately after you finish eating. This is very useful if a monster is close by and you don't think you'll have the time to scroll to your weapon. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed and that you make it to floor 100. Bye!